It is Friday, June 5th, and I'm doing one of my favorite hikes in the Bitterroot Mountains. I'm heading up to the Bear Creek Overlook. Usually I hike this later in the season, mainly because of the snowpack. But since we've had very little snowpack this year, I'm hoping it's going to be snow-free to the top. This is a high elevation hike. We started it at just over 6,000 feet, and we'll be hiking about 3 miles to the Overlook. One of my favorite alpine flowers is bear grass, and it is currently starting to bloom up here. Also, it's important to mention, this is the first official hike using the GoPro Mission 1 Pro. So far, the Mission 1 is the most premium feeling GoPro I've owned. While you may not notice too much of a difference between this video and videos past, I have done some preliminary tests on it, mainly testing the slow-mo, and I gotta tell you, 960, it's almost overkill. As I said, hiking early in the season typically means down trees. We're gonna go this way. And more trees. Not to beat a dead horse, but as I always say, obstacles are part of the experience. We got a little over under here. And this is where the minimalist style of hiking is beneficial, because that'd be much more complicated with a backpack. Yep, lots of log acrobatics today. But it's to be expected, especially this early in the season. Lots of switchbacks. Yeah, this trail is definitely starting to feel like an obstacle course, but in a good way. Check this barrier out. Here we go. See, I think I'll go under. This one I'm going to maneuver in between. Whew. And we got an over right here. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna come up over this way. As you can see, a little challenging. Wasn't incredibly easy to navigate, but here we go. Yet another switchback. For better or worse, I appreciate how a trail I've hiked many times can offer a different experience. Sometimes the differences are seasonal, such as snow, changing leaves, spring flowers, but on this particular outing, I'm navigating a lot of windfallen trees. These obstacles I'm enduring can be a great analogy for life. While the journey may be difficult, I'm not discouraged by the resistance. I'm investing in the value of the outcome, which in this circumstance is the view at the end of this trail. We are just over 2 miles, and if I remember correctly, getting to the Overlook is just under 3 miles. The trail is already starting to level off a little bit, which means I'm getting closer. One thing I learned as I age, I'm currently 46, is that I'm investing in doing hard things now to make my future easier. And what I mean by that is committing to a daily non-negotiable. Exercises that keep me mobile and physically strong as I age. I'm nowhere near ready to slow down. If anything, I want to keep going. As I've said many times before, accessing these beautiful places is a privilege. And I want to make sure I'm honoring that privilege by taking care of myself so I can continue to do this well into old age. Here we are near the top. And as I said at the beginning of the video, it's June 5th, but we have encountered some snow. I'm going to take this opportunity to use some of the snow I found to see if we can appreciate those 960 glorious frames per second. So I got myself a nice snowball here. I'm going to slam it into this log and see what we capture. I really hope that was as impressive as I think it was. I'm not solely thinking about increasing the quantity of years I have left, but mainly the quality of years and what I do with them. As cliche as it sounds, I like to perceive each day on this earth as a gift. You always hear, life is what you make it. I'm working really hard to make it as fulfilling as possible. I think we're almost there. Yep. Just through these trees and around the corner. I've been here many times, and this view never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, it's a very impressive view behind me. I find comfort in the opportunity to feel so small and insignificant compared to my surroundings. I'm humbled to be in the presence of such beautiful scenery and grateful for my ability to earn this spectacular view. As I age, I realize it's my responsibility to preserve my quality of life, and I'm striving to be more disciplined regarding my health and well-being. I'm learning that getting older is not something to resent, but a gift we must cherish and protect. All right, I'm gonna make my way back to the trailhead, but first, there's a little peninsula up here that I discovered last time I was here, but I think I'm gonna revisit before I leave. If I remember correctly, it's just up through these trees. And you can see we got a little bit of a panorama up here. Ah, there it is. Just up here between these trees. As you can see, we're kind of going out a little bit. Get this amazing view up here. Almost there. Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this.